we are going to see what is a CTE and why we use a CTE. I will not go with the complex CTE, just I will go with the normal simple CTE. CTE means CTE. In the SQL Server, CTE means common table expression. Okay. In the SQL Server, CTE by the name CTE indicates it is a common table expression. So, what is a common table expression? It is nothing but you can store the output of a query, whatever the output you get from a query, you can store that output into that CTE. Like it's same like view. In the view, you will store the query results, right? View means you can't. It will not show any data, just it is only a query, and to that query you will be creating a view, and whenever you want to execute that query you will just call that view. Same way CTE also does the same thing, but this view you will be storing in the database, but this CTE is nothing but it will only be useful only for that next query. Suppose if I have created CTE here, and that CTE I can just use in the next query in the same window. I can't use the CTE in other way. Immediately after creation of CTE only I can use the CTE. After that, after the other in the next query you can't. You only use the CTE immediately after creation. So in the CTE, yeah, we are going to do in the like in depth. Okay. So CTE means it is not stored physically, it is just a one thing. Once we see, then you can see that. So basic definition of the CTE I will be giving. What is a CTE? So the basic syntax is always you will write with, and you will give the CTE name. I will write as test CTE. Okay, with CTE as. After as you will write the normal, whatever the query you want to write, you will write query. So this is I'll just write it into the test, and I'll give the query. So test database, this is a query. I'll just give some table, company, done. Select star from. That's it. Now I can call my CTE, select star from, same as a table, test CTE. When I do this, automatically in this CTE I am having this I have stored this query into the CTE. So I am calling the same CTE name now. So what happens? Whatever the results I get from that, I will be getting here. That is the one thing. If I try to use the same CTE again, 2 times if I try to use the same CTE again, select star from, test CTE. Now if I run the CTE now, it will say an error. It immediately after the execution of the CTE, it should, and this when I do this one will not store in any table. Okay. So now see, I have created a CTE and I have called the CTE 2 times, but it will not work. See, first results I got the results. See, you can see first I got 8 results, and after that in the next select it is saying that invalid object name test CTE. Even though I created, but it cannot be used in the next. It can be used immediately after creation. Once, and after this you can't even do anything with the CTE. See, if I use like I'll have something, I'll write same query or something. I'll write some query here. I'll not use CTE here. Let's say I don't use CTE. I got a table, I don't use CTE. No problem, you will not get anything. Instead of company, I will take some other CRA. I'll take some CRA table or something. What is there in the table? Let's see. Okay. So I'm not doing anything. I'm just executing this. Okay, you got the data. But I want to execute the CTE later on. Still, you will get an error. See, I am not at all using the CTE in the next step, but I am using the CTE in the after creation of the CTE, I am using in the after one step. After creation of the CTE, I add one step, and after in the second step I am using, but you will not be getting that. You need to use the CTE only after, you can use the CTE immediately after creation. Okay, you can't use a CTE like after deleting that. So what basically what the system does is that when you execute this first step, what happens? It will just store whatever the result is there. It will just store the results in one table. It's same like you can call it as view, you can call it as a table, you can call it as a variable, anything. Whatever the output you get, it will be stored into this one. And when you do select star from select star from or anything, now you will be getting the data. And once after the execution of the first query, whatever may be the first query, after execution of the first query, immediately the data is stored under the CTE, right? It will be erased. So basically in the CTE, let's say I have created one CTE by using with condition. With I have created a CTE. Created CTE. Now after that I got one query. Whatever query in this query, I have not used a CTE. Leave it. I may or I may not use a CTE here in this query. Then when I go to the third query, automatically that CTE will be erased. So when I do the create CTE, automatically let's say I created a CTE with the test CTE. So what happens? Automatically when I execute this command, the test CTE, a space is allocated for us for that at the back end. So inside that, whatever query you have written, that query results will be stored there. So after the creation, you write some test, whatever the query you write, it will be done. Immediately after that query, the space which you used for storing the data, that will be erased. So when you go to the next step, you can't see that space. So that's why it will ask the CTE is not there. So CTE is faster because it will use the space only for that purpose, not the other one. Once it is used, automatically it will be erased. Okay. So the basic use of the CTE means it will not stored in the table. So you created CTE, right? It will not be stored in the table, and at the same time, it will be like faster because the CTE uses your system memory to store the data. Okay, the CTE uses your system memory like. So because when it uses, it will be faster to process all your data. So whatever the data you have, the data will be stored in one location with that whatever the name you given, it will be stored, and you can call that name immediately after creation, or you might not call. It's your wish. But when you go to the next step, automatically that table will be erased. That's it. So you can use the CTE only after creation. So inside the CTE also you can create other CTE. I written a select star from company, right? So just I'll write one more thing. I'll just write union select. I can use the same CTE again, select star from test CTE, and here just I'll call the test CTE here, TEST test CTE. Oh yeah, it is correct. Okay, now I'll execute this. Oh, because your common table expression test data does not contain. Oh, sorry, you can't have the union. All right. I'll just join with the table, or what should I do? Yeah, we can do one thing with the CTE. Select star from I'll just create with CTE. Oh, I need to send this one to you. All right. Okay. So this is for the CTE, and I am giving other one recursive. You can have the recursive CTE with that also, with test CTE 1, and I'll give like select remember the syntax for the recursive. I'll just see my website. Recursive means inside the city you will be using the same thing multiple times. Okay, exact syntax. Without the union all you can do. Yeah, the same thing with union you can do. You can't do it by union, you can do only by union. Yeah, actually I did by union, right? If you go to the previous one, the same thing. Yeah, so this is actually we try to do by the union, right? We can do by, we should not do by the union, we should do by the union. Yeah, sorry, there's only one difference I did. Yeah, now if I do, what happens? Recursive means I have created the CT with this one, and I'm again inside I am doing the same CT. Means whatever the output I get, see first it will go. So this is nothing but the recursive, right? What we do with the recursive normally? Let's say I'm having one table. Like I got one query. Let's say I got one query. In that query, again I am calling this query. Means you will call this query, and again in that query again you will call this query. Again inside the in that query again you will call this. In that query again I call this. Means it will be recursive. It will same query will be executing many times. That is nothing but the recursive. So we will see what is meant by recursive. I will just, instead of this select star, I will just give top one record. I'll just give top one record and I'll not give this one. I'll just delete this. So this is a single one. Yeah, I'll just execute this one only. This I'll just remove this one also. I'll just execute. So what happens? I got one record. Now let's see the recursive CTE. Yeah. So how the recursive CTE is going to happen is that I'll just select this and execute this now. Same thing, execute this. Oh, I given the top round. Yeah, see. That record is keep on coming. Previously we got only one time. When recursive means when you call this CTE, what is happening? It is going and executing this one. Inside this again we are calling this CTE. So that CTE means again it calls this and again it is executing, and after this again it calls the same. So like that it is recursive. See, when I do the recursive, there are multiple recursive. It can only capture up to say 100. It can't do more than 100 times recursive. Okay. So that is the scenario. So this is nothing but the recursive CTE. You can also create multiple CTEs. If you want to create multiple CTEs, I'll just show you. If you want, let's say, yeah, if you, this is a recursive, right? If you want to create multiple CTEs, just you will write with condition. And one more thing, if you have the other statement, just you terminate. It's a better thing. Just before CTE, you just give semicolon. With, I'll write it as test CTE. And I will write multiple, or I will write CTE multiple or multiple CTE. Okay, when I do the multiple CTE, normally what we are going to do, I'll just give as, and after this, whatever the thing I want, I'll give. Select top one. This one I'll give. Control C. Done. Now this is a one CTE I have created. If I want to create the other CTE, just after this give comma and give the CTE name and give as whatever you want, you can give it. I'll let it as multiple CTE1 as whatever I want I can give it here. Just if I want to give the destination as this one, or else what I will do, it is a company, right? So this company table has what are the columns? CID, year and quarter. This company table has CID, quarter and amount. What I want to do is that, okay, give me a CID, year, quarter, amount. CID, quarter, amount. Okay, I'll just get the CID top one. I'll get only the 3 columns. I just want to union all, so I just want to show the different thing. CID, comma, what are things? CID, quarter, amount, right? Yeah, quarter, amount. I just want to union all the multiple CTEs. So here I'll just take this one, select star from company ID, quarter and amount. This is a company table. Select from this here thing. So what I will be doing now? So here I will be taking the company ID, quarter, amount. Yeah. So this is the other city I have created. Now I will do one thing. Will this one execute or not? I want you all to say. Select star from union all other thing. Select star from. So this will be the multiple city, and this will be the multiple city one. If I do this, will it execute or will it fail? Can anyone say? Hello?
I guess it will execute.
Can anyone say it will execute or fail? Why it will execute and why it will not fail? Hello? As I said, immediately after using the CTE, we can use. See, I have created one select, and after this I have created other select. But normally, what I said, I want.
Oscar, I think.
Yeah. Go ahead. Hello? Who is this? Hello? Can you all hear me?
Yes, Bhaskar.
Yeah. So will it fail or pass? Can anyone say will it fail or will it execute? Yes or no? Monica? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Yes means it will fail or it will execute? Will it fail?
Will execute again.
Huh? Okay, leave it. It will execute because see, even though you use the two select statement,
It
but
will execute.
yeah,
Yes.
even though you use the multiple select statements, but these both are counted as one statement, right? Because of that, it will execute. You can also join. Not only this, you can also join the CTU with the other one. Let's say I can't join it, but let's say I can do the join. Inner join, and you give some condition on that. Later on you give some condition, then also it works. The only thing is that you can use the CTE immediately after that in a single statement. So the combination of union all means it comes under the single statement, right? It is assumed as a single statement. So because of that, whatever is there, it will be displayed. That's it. Now if I execute this, it will be displayed. If I create after union all, if I create this one again separately, then it will not execute. If I create this, then it will not execute. See, this is it's saying incorrect, it's not found, object and not found. Okay, that's the thing. And one more, I'll say some of the difference between CTEs and other stuff. You can call this CTE as a view, you can call the CTE as a temp table also, right? Temp table means it will store the value only certain period. The CTE also doing the same thing. View means you can write queries in the view. Same thing you can do in the CTE also. You can store queries, because in the CTEs you can't update, right? You can store some group of tables, group of queries in a CTE. Group of it can be only select. You can't do the update and insert. Same with the view also. In the view also, you are going to just store the, you are going to write only the select statements in the views. You can't write update and insert statement in the view, right? Same with the CTE also, you are going to do the same thing. But the difference is, let's say you have created the view and CTE. When you create a view, automatically whatever the query you give under name, you give some name, right? And under that name you will write some query. So that will be physically stored in the table. So whenever you want to get that same query, you just call this name. But the CTE, it is only used only at that instance only. Wherever you write that query, at that particular time only it will be used. You can't retrieve that name again. That name is not stored. It's a virtually stored only for that purpose. And one more thing is that on the view you can create indexes, but on the CTE you can't create. And once you create the view, you can use the same view entire table. Let's say you have created the view, done. You have created one store procedure. You can call the view at step 1. You can call the view at the step 2 also, or step 20. You can call anywhere, because that view is physically located in the table. But whereas the common table expression, once you create it, immediately after creation you need to call it immediately after creation. In the next step only you need to you can use that one, and after the next step, automatically that whatever the CTE you have created, entire thing will be erased. Means when you create the CTE, a space is allocated, and whatever the query you have written in that CTE, that query results will be stored in that space, and immediately after that CTE you will be using that. So once you are done with that, you may use or may not use. If you don't use, then what is the use of creating a CTE, right? So definitely you will be using for some purpose. So immediately you need to use. Once you go to the next step, automatically the space will be deallocated. So in the next step you can't no one knows what is, the system will not understand what is that name, because that is not there in the database. So the CTE and view you will just call with the select star from. Even you can filter the CTE also. So whatever you do, you can filter the CTE. Let's say this is my CTE, right? I'll just remove the top one, right? Top one. Yeah, because I don't want to do this. I'll do with this one. So you can create a CTE. You can do the same thing with the CTE. See, select star from where? I've given the top one, right? I'll just remove the top one. I'll just give star. Now I'll execute. I'll see what will be my results. I can filter the where condition also. On the CTE I can filter the where condition. See, I got multiple, right? I'll give where year equal to 2010, same as the table. 2010. Now you can see, I'll get the data. Same you can use the view same as a table, but only after the creation. That is different between the view and the table. View and CTE. Now let's see difference between CTE and the table, because CTE means it will store the data. Table also stores the data. But on CTEs you can't create an index. But on the temp table, so table means it's nothing but the temp table. So on the temp table you can create indexes. No indexes on the CTE. And after that you can write whatever you want, because this table you can use in the same instance you can use. But view, you can use a view in any window. If I create a temp table, in this window, that is a local temp table, and if I want to use the temp table here, you can't use that. But whereas a view, if I create a view on the database, I can use the view in any of the query, any of this window, right? So that is the thing. And and CTE means you need to use that immediately after creation. like you can say it like the view persists only until the next query is run, means until the next query is run, until that time the view will be persist. And one more thing, you can't sorry, I said the view, right? Sorry, CTE. The CTE will be persistent only until the next query is run. The CTE will be persist only until the next query is run. Okay. Now see with the view. In the view you can't use a recursive view, but in the CTE you can use a recursive view. Inside the view you can't use the same view again inside the view, but whereas the CTE you can use the same CTE again inside the CTE, like recursiveness. You can do the recursiveness by using the CTEs. That is a major difference. Simple thing. CTE means it is nothing but it is used for storing the data, and immediately after the creation of the CTE it can be used only in the next query. That's it. After that query you can't use the CTE. So the space will be saved, and because it can be used only one time, right, the space will be saved. Because let's say I am having one scenario. Why the basic thing we do is that, let's say I am having this query and I am having like 100 MB space, and I have created one temp table. This temp table, I created one temp table. This temp table stores some data of 1 MB. Like that I am having two temp tables, here one temp table, here one temp table. So each one stores 1 MB, 1 MB. So when I ran it here, 1 MB will be stored by the temp DB. When I come to the second step, again 1 MB will be added to the space, and again 1 MB will be added. So total will be now 3 MB. 3 MB will be used. Even though if I go to other steps, even though I don't use these tables, but still the space will be occupied. So for that purpose I need to manually drop them. But whereas the CTE, once you are used, once you created the CTE, and when you go to the next step, it can use in the next step. But when you go to the next step, let's say the CTE takes 1 MB, it takes 1 MB size, and in the next step that 1 MB will be there. But when you go to the other step, automatically that 1 MB space will be dropped, because whatever the data you use for the CTE, that will be erased when you go to the next step. So you can't do the CTE. So if you have some hundreds, if you want to use the data only once, then directly you can use the CTE. That will be a faster, and it will be easy also. If you clearly understand, it will be easy also. So everyone is okay with the CTE?